Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MB. So today we're going to be drafting our basic bodies block, the half scale. That is what we're going to be doing today. And I have my tape rule, I have my ruler, I have my French curve, I have my paper, scissors, and of course I have my pattern paper. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much. So now let's get started. To draft your basic bodies block, you're going to determine the amount of paper you're going to be needing. You're going to divide your, on the upper part, we are drafting from your shoulder to your waist. That is what is called an half scale. We are drafting from your shoulder to your waist. So from the shoulder to the waist, the biggest measurement you most likely have there is the bust measurement. So, but if yours is the waist measurement, please use the waist. So what I'm using here, I'm using my bust because my bust is the biggest measurement here. I'm using my bust divided by 2 and I added 1 inch allowance. Okay, so my bust is 32 inches divided by 2, that is 16, and I added 1 inch allowance to it. So I'm going to be taking 17 inches. The length I am going to be taking, the width of the paper I am going to be taking is going to be 17 inches. If you can see, it's going to be 17 inches. Then it's going to be 17 inches. Then the width I am taking, the length I am taking for my paper is 14.5 because my front waist, I told you from your measurements, your half waist for the front and your half waist for the back is usually not the same. My own half waist for the front is 14.5 and my half waist for the back is 13.5. Please take your measurement. Some people's own, the difference is usually by 2 and some people's own is by 1. So please take your measurement so that you get everything accurately. So I took 14.5 inches. Guys, I've gone ahead to divide that paper into 2 equal parts. This side is going to be for my center back and this side is going to be for my center front. So let's start with the back measurement. Let's start from the back. So from the back, you're going to take your measurement, your shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 14 inches. When you divide 14 inches by 2, that is going to give you 7 inches. So I'm going to be taking 7 inches here. Please, when you are drawing your own basic bodies block, please use a pencil. I'm using a marker so you can see what I'm doing. Then from that place, you're going to be coming down by 1 inch. You're going to be coming down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. You're going to be coming down by 1 inch. Then for the back, for the neckline for the back, you're going to be taking a neckline of 3 inches by 3 inches by half inch. 3 inches by half inch for the back. For the front, we are going to be taking a neckline of 3 by 3. So you're just going to connect that point. You're going to connect that neckline. You're going to connect it together. Okay, which is what I've done here. Now I'm going to connect this from the shoulder to my shoulder slope. I'm going to be connecting it with my ruler. Connect it with your ruler. So this is it. I've connected it with my ruler. Now I'm going to measure my armhole measurement. My round armhole measurement is 15 inches. So when I divide 15 by 2, that is going to give me 7.5. So from this shoulder slope, you're going to be measuring your 7.5. You're going to be measuring your 7.5. So it's under your 7.5. That is where you're going to be taking your bust measurement. So that's what you will call your chest line. So I'm just going to measure it all the way around so that I can use it to draw a straight line. So I can use it to draw a straight line, okay? So I'm just going to draw a straight line. I'm going to draw a straight line. Then I'm going to mark in my chest line, okay? Then, I told you the back and waist, the shoulder to the waist for the back is shorter than the one for the front. So, and I told you the length of the paper we took. Before we keep the back waist, please let's extend this chest line. We'll extend it all the way to the front. Okay, so I've extended. I want to take the back length. Take the back length. And I told you the back length is 13.5. So you're just going to place your tape pad and you're going to measure your 13.5. The front waist is what we use, which is 14.5. The back waist is 13.5. But you just have to, you have to mark it on your measurement and you're going to join it together with your ruler. Okay, so join it together with your ruler. and this is going to be your front measurement. Your front, this is where the back measurement is going to stop at. So now that we are done with this, I'm just going to bring my shoulder measurement, that is the 7 inches. I'm just going to bring it to the chest line, so it's for me to rule a straight line. Okay, so measure it, then here to measure it 7 inches. Then you're just going to rule a straight line. Okay, so I've ruled my straight line. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our dart measurement. So for the back, the dart usually starts from the chest line, but the front, it doesn't start on the chest line. When we get to the front, I'm going to show you how to do that. So for the back, my when you want to draw a dart, you need your nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7. We're going to divide it by 2, which is 3.5 inches. 5 inches. You know, when you are drafting a basic bodice block, you don't add any allowances to your measurement. It's when you are cutting, when you cut it, then you're going to be adding. When you want to cut it on your fabric, that is when you're going to be adding your same allowances. So I just took that 3.5 on my chest line. I took the same measurement on my waistline, and I'm just going to be connecting it together with the ruler. So I'm going to be connecting it together with the ruler. Okay, so this is it. Now I'm going to be opening up my dart by 1/2 inches on the waistline. I'm going to be opening it on each side by 1/2 inches. I'll open it here 1/2 inch, the second side too 1/2 inch. So I've opened it up on both sides by 1/2 inches. Now you're just going to connect it with a straight ruler all the way to your measurement. So just going to, this is my pen. My marker is already doing some. Maybe I should just take another color. Let me use another color. So we've already drawn the dart for the back. So another thing we're going to do before we take our measurement, the next thing we're going to do is that I want to do a back vent for this center back. The reason why we need to do a back vent is so that by the time you finish fixing your zipper, you're not going to have any bulge, any kind of folding at the back. So everything will lay flat, everything will lay smoothly. So what you're going to do that, you're going to take from the center front here, on this side, you take 0.5 inches. You take 0.5 inches. Then you're just going to, after that, the next thing you do, look for the midpoint of this your chest line, this your armhole measurement. You look for the midpoint. You know what I use there is 7.5. So when I look for the midpoint, that is going to be 3.75, which is 3 3/4. So this is my 3 3/4. So I'm just going to draw this line. I'm going to draw it to this line, to this center front, but I want it to be the same length with this my half armhole measurement. You know, I told you look for the midpoint of your armhole. Then that's why I'm going to be connecting it here. I'm not going to, you can just use your eye tool. You can take it anywhere, you can put it anywhere, but I just like to put it towards my armhole. This is my mid armhole measurement. I'm just going to use point. I don't want to take any measurements. So you see, I just use this point measurement to just determine. So what you're just going to do is you connect it with a slanted line from this. You connect it with a slanted line. Let me shift it so you can see. You connect it with a slanted line from this 0.5 inches mark all the way to that space. So you see how it is. So by the time we are cutting now, we're going to cut this piece. We're going to cut it off. So by the time we cut it off, you see, you know, our back is not straight. If you are cutting your zipper, if you are cutting it as in a straight form, that's what will cause you to have a bulge, because our back is not straight, our back is slanted. So we have to make our pattern, so we have to make it slanted. So now after doing that, the next thing that we're going to do is to take our measurements. Okay, so on the chest line, you're going to be taking your bust measurement. My bust measurement is 32 inches. You divide it by 4, that is 8 inches. So you're going to measure your 8 inches here. This is your 8 inches mark here. Then on the waist measurement, my waist is 26 inches. When you divide your waist by 4, that is going to be 6.5. But you have to add this dart allowance. You have to add it back, because you know by the time you are sewing, you're going to sew up this dart. So you have to add it back. So that is going to be 7.5. Also, because of this event that we did at the back, you have to add back the measurements, because if you don't add it back, your measurement is going to be short. So 6.5, which is my normal waist measurement, you add it to 1 inches for the dart, and you add half inches for this, so that is going to be 8 inches. You're going to measure it from this tip. You're not going to measure it from the 0.5. You're going to measure it from the tip here, from the tip of the paper. You're not going to measure it from that 0.5 inches mark. You're going to measure it from the tip, so that is going to be 8 inches. So you mark your 8 inches. That is going to be 8 inches. So you're just going to connect the, okay? Before we connect, now let's go to our armhole measurement. How to draw our armhole measurement. You know, I've already looked for the midpoint. So here you need your across front and your across back measurements. So my across back measurement is my across back measurement or back width measurement is 13 inches. So when you divide 13 divided by 2, that is going to give you 6.5 inches. So on this midpoint, on the midpoint of your armhole, just like I did when I was about to connect the back feet, that's where you measure your 6.5 inches. Okay, this is my 6.5 inches mark. So I'm just going to measure what I have left from this 6.5 to this my armhole measurement. So I'm just going to measure it, what I have left between this piece. So what I have left is 0.5. Now I use 7 inches for my shoulder. So what I have left is 0.5. So you connect from the shoulders loop, you connect to this 0.5 inches mark with a ruler, then use your armhole curve to connect to this 8 inches mark that we measured for the bust measurement. So let me do that now and show you. So we're just going to connect. Some people actually don't come in by 0.5 like I did. When you measure yours too, you can have more than 0.5 inches. You can add more than, but you're going to be using 0.5 if you have more than, because if you use that you're measuring, let's say if you have 1 inches now, if you use 1, let me measure 1 inch inside now so you can see. Okay, let's assume that this is 1 inch. That what after I've already taken my across back measurement, what I have left between the distance to the armhole is 1 inch. If I should draw my armhole like that, you see that the armhole is coming in too much So even if you have something that is more than 0.5, please use 0.5 for your measurements, or you can even place it exactly on your armhole. You can place it exactly on your armhole measurement, but I like to just come in by 0.5 inches. So like I told you, I've connected with a straight ruler from the shoulder slope, so that's 0.5 inches mark. I connected, then I'm going to be using my armhole curve. To now connect it from that point to the bust measurement. Okay, I didn't do it so. I don't know what's wrong with my markers. My markers are, they're just doing an angle. So let's go back. Let me draw it so you can see. Okay, so this is the armhole for the back. So we are done with the back. Let me just connect the sides together. And then, okay, so that is it for the back. This is how to draft your back for the basic bodice block. So that is it for the back. So now let's move to the front. So for the front, we're going to take our shoulder measurement just like we did for the back. My shoulder is 14. You divide it by 2, that is 7 inches. So you measure your 7 inches just like we did for the back. Measure your 7 inches. Then the neckline we're going to be using for the back. We're going to be for the front, sorry, we're going to be using 3 by 3. You know, for the front and back, we use 3 by half inches. So this one we're going to be using 3 by 3 inches. So 3 by 3 inches. I just like to take my 3 inches for both the width and the something. I like to take it in form of a circle, then in form of a box. Sorry. So by the time I'm done, I'll just connect it together. So I'll connect it together. I really don't know what's wrong with my marker this night. So you see, so before taking my neck measurements now, I'll just come in from this place, from this button. I'll come in by 1 inch. Some people come in by 2 inches actually. You just draw the neckline so that the neckline will be perfect. So then you now use your armhole curve. You connect this 1 inch mark to this side into this place. Okay, let me draw it. Okay, so now I'm just going to connect it like this. So this is my neckline for the back, for the front, sorry. My neckline for the front. So That's it. That's how to draw the neckline for the front. So now for the shoulder slope for the front, you're going to be coming down. You know, for the back, you're coming down by 1 inch. For the front, you're going to be coming down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope. So you come down and you do the same thing just like you did for the back. Connect it to your neckline measurement, the slanted line. Okay, so this is it. Then the next thing now is just to draw a straight line, just like we did for the back. You know, we've already measured our chest line when we're doing the back. We've already connected it to the front. So I'm just going to connect the measurements. 7 inches mark. 7 inches mark. Okay. Then I'll join it together with the ruler. Okay, so now that's it. Then the midpoint that we used there, you know the midpoint we used, I'm just going to connect it to the front too, so that I'll know the midpoint of the front when I want to do it. So that is it. Now the next thing we're going to do is to take our dart for the front. You're not going to be placing it on the chest line like we did for the back. What you're going to be doing is that at this place you're going to be needing your bust point measurement or your bust height. That is the measurement from your shoulder to your nipple point, from your shoulder to your nipple point. So you're going to be needing that measurement. So my own shoulder to my nipple point is 9 inches. So I'm going to be placing in my 9 inches. You measure it from the shoulder, mark it 9 inches. Measure it from the shoulder, mark it 9 inches. And after marking it, you're just going to connect it together with a straight line. So you're going to connect it together with a straight line. So that is it. This is our bust point. So this is where you come down from. This your bust point. You're going to come down by 1 inch or 0.5 inches. The reason why we are coming down is that this is where the bust is. This is where the fullest part of the bust is. So our dart is not going to be reaching our bust area. So you have to come down from that dart. You have to come down by 1 inch or 0.5 inches. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to I told you come down from that line. You come down by 1 inch or 0.5 inches. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using 1 inch. You can come down by 0.5 inches too. It's very fine. So now the next thing we'll do is we need our nipple to nipple measurements, just like we used it for the back. So you need your nipple to nipple measurement, which is 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. You know, the reason why we are dividing this measurement by 2 is because you know that we are cutting half of our pattern. So by the time you open it to the other side, everything will be 7 inches. So this is 3.5 inches. This is 3.5 inches. I have to change to my biro. So then I just want to confirm if it's correlating with my 1 inch marker. Okay. So this is it here, this point here. So this is where we call our apex point. This point is called apex point. This point is called. I told you come down from your bust point by 1 inches, then you measure your nipple to nipple measurement. So I measured my nipple to nipple, which is 3.5, then I came down from it by 1 inches. So now the next thing we'll do is you're just going to measure that 3.5 inches, which is for your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. You're just going to take it all the way to your waist measurement. So let me do that. I'm taking it all the way to the lower part. Then I'm going to connect it together with a line. Okay, so I've done that. I've connected it together. I want you to see what I'm doing here. My biro is not really that. So I've connected it together. So just like we did for the back, you have to open up your darts on both sides. You have to open it up by 1/2 inches on both sides. So you open it up by 1/2 inches. Let me see the markers are working now, because this biro is really not showing what I'm doing. So you're just going to open it by 1/2 inches on both sides. You open it by 1/2 inch on this side, and you open it by 1/2 inch on this side too. So then you're going to connect it to your apex point. Okay, so you connect it to your apex point. Do the same for the other dart legs. So these two lines, they are called dart legs. These ones are called the dart legs. I told you this is the apex point and these are the dart legs. So that's it for the back. That is the dart for the back. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our measurements. So on your chest line, just like we did for the back, you measure your bust measurement. My bust measurement is 32 inches. When you divide it by 4, that is 8 inches. So you're going to be taking your 8 inches on your fabric, on your paper, sorry. You take your 8 inches here. Okay, so this is my 8 inches mark. Then on the waist, you're going to, this is the waist for the back. Don't confuse it. This is the waist for the back and this is the waist for the front. So on the back, on the waist for the front, you're going to divide your waist by 4, which is 6.5. Then you add 1 inch for your dart allowance. So that is going to be 7.5. So we're going to measure your 7.5 inches. So this is my 7.5 inches. So now after that, the next thing we're going to do is to draw our armhole. So to draw our armhole, we just connected what I did for this line. I just connected the midpoint. I go for the back. I just connected it to the front. So now to get the armhole, you're going to be using your across front or front measurements or front width. Sorry, your across front or front width. My across front or front width is 12 inches. When you divide your 12 inches, when you divide it by 2, that is going to give you 6. So it's 12 divided by 2. When you divide it by 2, that is going to give you 6. So on this same measurement, I told you you're going to be measuring on this your mid armhole line. So you're just going to measure your 6 inches. You start from the center front, please. You start from the center front. So you're going to measure your 6 inches. So I measured my 6 inches. So this is my 6 inches mark here. Let me check this so you can see. This is my 6 inches mark here. This is my 6 inches mark here. But then I have to measure, just like we did for the back, you have to measure what you have left. Okay, after having measured what I have left, I have 1 inches left. The shoulder I used to 7, so I'm going to be having 1 inch left. But if I said I should draw my armhole measurement with that one, it's going to be coming in too much. And if I want to raise up my hand, by the time I finish sewing, I want to raise up my hand, I may have difficulty raising up my hand. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm just going to be coming in. instead of using that one, I'm going to be using 0.75. That is 3/4 of an inch. So I measured my 3/4 of an inch, which is this mark here. This mark here. I measured my 3/4 of an inch. Then I'm just going to connect it just like I did for the back. And I told you use your straight ruler to connect from your shoulder slope to that point. Then you use your armhole curve to connect the rest. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'll be using my straight ruler to connect it like this. Okay, so after using my straight ruler, then I'll use my armhole curve. I'll use my armhole curve to connect the rest. Okay, so that is it. So this is the front armhole and this is the back armhole. So even there are sometimes actually that people don't come in at all for the back. They just measure it straight on this on this line. You're just going to measure your armhole line. That is, you just use your straight measurement like this, then connect it to this bust measurement. And on the front, so some people come in by 0.5 inches. So I don't know. I've actually worked with this measurement, this pattern, and I actually like the outcome. That's why I like to go in by 0.5 inches here and 0.75 inches here. So also on the front, by the time you take your front measurement, there are times that it's going to be more than 1. If it's more than 1, please just use 0.75. I told you for the back, if it's more than 0. If it's more than 0.5, use 0.5. Then for the back and for the front, use 0.75. So that is it. So the next thing I'm just going to be doing is I'm going to be connecting this line, this side seam lines. So we're just going to connect it. So that is it for the front. Now, I told you the front length and the back length is not the same. So you'll be wondering, by the time you finish sewing, how are you going to make this two? How are you going to make this two? How are you going to make it the same? So now that is why I am going to be creating a side seam. I'm going to put in a side seam in this pattern. So to create your side seam, what you need to do is that on this your bust point, you're just going to measure your nipple to nipple measurement also. Measure your nipple to nipple measurement on your bust point. I told you when I was drafting the waist dart, this is the waist dart. So when I was drafting, I told you come down by 0.5 inches or 1 inch. So, but for the side dart, you use the on your butt, you're going to be using it on the bust point directly from this 3.5 inches mark that I did on the bust point. You can come out from that line. You can come out by 0.5 inches or you can come out by 1 inch. It's usually not advisable to put your dart exactly on your bust apex. This is our apex. It's usually not advisable to put it on our apex. That is why we shifted our apex down. When you're doing the waist dart, that is why we shifted it down by 1 inches. So for the waist dart, for the side dart now, You can also, I told you for the waist that you can come down from the apex by 0.5 or 1 inch to get your new apex. But for the side dart too, you can come out by 0.5 inches or 1 inch to get your side dart. So from this apex point, I'm going to be coming out by 0.5 inches. I'm going to be coming out by 0.5 inches. So this is my 0.5 inches mark here. So this is my 0.5 inches mark here. Then on this your side seam, here, you have to put the difference between your front and your back. You know my front measurement is 14.5. That is for the half waist for the front is 14.5, and the half waist for the back is 13.5. So when you divide it, that is going to give you 1 inch. So you have to put that your 1 inch here. Please take your own measurement so that you have accurate something. So on this side seam, like I told you, you put your 1 inch. You're going to put your 1 inch. So this is our 1 inch. Then you connect it to that 0.75 mark that you did here. You're going to connect it to your 0.75 mark. Let me draw it. Okay, so I've done it. So this is our side dart. So now, we usually have 2 dart legs when you are drafting. So you look for the midpoint. This is your 1 inch, which is 0.5 inches, and you just connect it back. So you look for the midpoint, like I said, and just connect it back. So then you have to extend this side dart. You have to extend it out, because by the time you fold your dart, so that you won't have a shortage at the side. So you have to extend it a bit to the front. So you extend it a bit to the front. Let me do that and show you. You have to extend it a bit, like say. You extend it like this, then this second line too. You extend it like this. So you see, I've already extended the line. I've extended the line like this. I've extended the line. You see. So now we are done with our pattern. We're done with our pattern, but let's quickly do a recap for the back to the front, so that in case there's anything you don't get, you know. So for the back, what I did is that for the back, what I did is that I took the shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches. I took my neckline measurement, which is 3 inches by ½ inch. Then I chose the shoulder slope I used for the back is 1 inch, and I connected it with a slanted line. I told you my armhole measurement is 14 inches. It's 15 inches, sorry. So 15 inches divided by 2, that is 7.5. From this, my shoulder slope, I take my 7.5 all the way down. So where it stops, that is where I named my chest line measurement. Then also, I told you the back waist length and the front waist length that is not the same. So I drew out my front waistline. Then I told you to draw your dart. You need to use your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 is 7 divided by 2, that is 3.5. So I took from the tip of the back, from the center back, I measured 3.5 inches. On the waistline too, I measured 2.5 inches. Then I joined it together with a straight line. Then thereafter, I opened it up on the waistline by ½ inches on both sides. So also, I did my back vent for the back, because I told you our back is not straight, so you have to do a back vent. So I came in, I measured from the center back, I measured out 0.5 inches, and I connected it to the midpoint of my armhole, that I have. So then when I was taking my waist measurement, I told you that you're going to add that measurement that you did there, and you're going to add this back vent measurement that you did. So that is it for the back. Okay, and also when you are cutting your armhole measurement, I told you you can use this your chest line measurement exactly, or you can come in by 0.5 inches. Also for the front, so that is it for the back. Now for the front, I told you you're going to measure your neckline, which is 3 inches by 3 inches. You come down, the shoulder slope you're using for the front is 1.5 inches. As regards the back, where we used the one. Then also, I told you that the dart for the back is not starting on the chest line. We're going to be using our bust point or our bust height. That is from our shoulder to our nipple measurement. So this is my shoulder to our nipple measurement. Then I also told you, then on that shoulder to your nipple measurement, you're going to measure your nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5. So this is the apex point. This is the apex point for your dart. This is the apex point. So from that apex point, you're going to be coming down. If you want to draw your waist dart, you're going to be coming down by 0.5 inches or 1 inch. So when you come down by 0.5 inches or 1 inch, you're going to measure your nipple to nipple measurement, then open up the dart allowance by half inches on both sides at the lower part, then connect it together with the line. So you have your 2 dart legs. Also, I told you when you want to draft your side dart. So I told you that from your bust apex, you're going to be coming out from that line. You're going to be coming out by 0.5 inches. Then you connect it to, I told you that the difference between the front and your back, that is where you're going to connect it to. Then I told you that you look for the difference between the front and back that we use there is 1 inches. So you just measure on your side that you measure your 1 inch, then you connect it to that 0.5 inches mark. Then I told you on the side that you look for the midpoint of that 1 inches, which is 0.5, then you connect it back to 0.5 inches. So we have 2 dart legs now. These are our dart legs. So I told you you're going to extend those dart legs, you're going to extend it out so that by the time you are cutting at the side, by the time you fold your side that you won't have a shortage. And also I told you for the armhole, for the front, I told you that you measure your across front or front measurements. So what I have here is by the time I did mine, I had 1 inches excess. 1 inches excess. But I told you that if I should come in by 1 inch, it's too much, so I came in by 0.75. You can actually come in by 0.5 inches too for the front. So that is it for how to draft your basic bodice block. So now let's cut it out. Let's cut it out. So I'm going to be cutting out the back first before I cut out the front. I'm going to be cutting out the back first before cutting out the front. Also for the neckline, this is just a standard. You can do any type of neckline that you want. This is your basic bodice block. From this block, you will get any type of neckline, any type of bodice, any type of bodice that you want for your upper part. You'll get it from it. You just need to, as long as you know how to draft your bodice, you get any type of top. You get it from it. So you cut your armhole measurements next. Okay, so now I'm cutting the shoulder slope. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and do turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I make a new video. Thank you so much. So then also for the back vent, you're just going to take it, you're going to cut it off. You know we've already added the back, so you cut it off because I told you our back is not straight. So when you are measuring on your fabric now, you're just going to add your allowances. You add your zip allowance, you add your side allowance, and all. Okay, so this is the back. The back is done. So now let's cut the front. Let's cut the front out. So for the front, I'm going to be cutting out the neckline first. You can choose to cut from anywhere, just so long as it's convenient for you. So okay, so you cut your armhole. Now I extended this line out, so you have to be careful when you are doing it. You have to cut it like that with that extended line. You have to cut it like that. Okay? Be very careful when you are cutting. Okay, so I'm done cutting the measurement. I'm done cutting my front and my back pattern. So you see that by the time I'm done, you see that the two measurements are not the same yet. So that is what the side dart is for. So now I'm going to fold my side dart. By the time you fold one dart leg over the other, so that is going to be, so you fold one dart leg over the other like that. I had to cut it now. See, I've unfolded my side dart. So by the time you place the two darts together, you see, the armhole lines are matching up. See the two chest line, you see that everything is matching up. You see the lower part of the fabric too, you see that everything is matching up. So that's just it for how to draft the basic bodice blouse. Then also this is your side that, so you can transfer it to anywhere. You can transfer it to your shoulder, you can transfer it to the center front, to your armhole. So I'm still going to be teaching us how to do our dart manipulation. That is another class. But today, that is it for today. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial so far. Please, if you have any questions, let me know in the description. Let me know in the comment section. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and also follow me on Facebook. The name is Sew with Emily. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.